Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, I am Clementine, and as always, I am Super Saiyan, and this is a little passive amp switcher made out of a Fender keyring holder. It was a quick and easy little project that anybody can do, and of course, it just went off perfect without a hitch, or maybe not. So in this video, I developed quite a hard-on for the tone of Joe Bonamassa amp shanty, but if you know me, you know I ain't doing this, or even this. So we found ourselves at 2 a.m. in the garage, chopping up a Fender keyring holder and putting all kind of electroconicals in there. But since I've been awake since 3 a.m., I end up building the all completely wrong. So when I plug it up, it doesn't work at all, and it blows all the LEDs, but my mama didn't raise no bitch, so I tear the whole damn thing back apart, rewire the entire shebang. But in the end, it not only looks awesome, but functions flawlessly. So I hook it up to 2 daisy chain tube combo amps and 2 half stacks, all running simultaneously, and get rock god tone like I have never had before. And if this sounds like something you might be interested in, stay tuned.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Today's video is brought to you by GuitarBuildingTemplates.com. Templates to build your guitar accurately since 2002. These guitar templates are CAD drawn and laser cut with 1/4-inch MDF for accuracy and durability. Every stage from CAD to cut is done in-house. So if you want to save hours building guitars, go to GuitarBuildingTemplates.com. And viewers of the channel can apply coupon code HEAVYMETALATC15 for 15% off at checkout. Thank you, GuitarBuildingTemplates.com, for sponsoring the channel. Let's get back to some content. Alright, bros, so this device here in this box is something called the Fender Jack Rack. I know that sounds like the name of a gay club, but what it really is a wall mounting key hanger. It comes with these little 1/4-inch jacks that look like guitar cables, and they have a little loop of wire on them. You can put your keys on it. You screw this to the wall and you stab them all in there, and it keeps your keys organized for you. Now the little jacks, if you take those apart, that wire is just looped inside there. There's only one conductor. You can't use these as cable ends, or that would be a great score right there. But if you take the back off the key holder itself, you'll find that there are 4 jacks in there that actually are real 2-conductor 1/4-inch TRS jack. So I've been knowing for a long time I wanted to build something out of this, and now is that time. So next I grabbed 3 3D TP, I can never say that right, foot switches, the 9 terminal kind. And I lay them up on there and see exactly where I'm gonna put them. And the lucky thing with this is that with it looking like a Fender Twin Reverb copy, it has a grid on the grill cloth. And I was able to use that to perfectly put these things in line and at an equal distance from each other. Take the step drill some holes for there, keep checking. Then next I put 3 holes in there for the LED. Use the LEDs to check the size of those holes. Then I take all the jacks out of there, which seems counterintuitive, but the reason I'm doing that is because this thing's plastic and it's not gonna block any hum. And if I'm running this thing to 4 different amps, I wanna kill as much hum as I can. And that is done by putting some aluminum tape in there. So next I start prepping my 3 foot switches by putting a little loop of wire on there to act as my jumper from one side to the other. And this is where the sleep deprivation is kicking in. It's wild to me that I did this and then didn't notice what I had done and continue on with the entire build because I was so geeked up on caffeine I felt just fine. But after days and days of little sleep, and being up at 2 a.m. and having woken up at 3 a.m. the day before, I'm doing all this in a 90-degree from the way that I should be doing it. But, I don't know how I didn't notice that the tabs are sideways instead of up and down when I'm putting the wires in them and soldering it right in front of me. But that's what I did. You can still follow on with the rest of this if you just turn your foot switches 90 degrees so that the little tabs are left to right and the holes are going up and down. So anyway, I go ahead and put those all back in there and reinstall the jacks, start to wire the thing up, not understanding that everything I'm doing from here on out is essentially equivalent to pissing in the wind. Well, I guess not so much this. What I'm doing here is running a jumper from each jack to the other to tie all the grounds together. And then the same on the power jack, which I put in at some point, which I guess I didn't get on video, but I'm running from the negative on it to the center terminal of the furthest left jack, and then jumping from that to the center terminal of the other two, as you can see here. And next I run a signal hot wire from the input jack to the left center lug on the furthest left foot switch, and then I run a jumper from that one to the next one on the left center lug, and then to the next one on the left center lug. Then you have to run the hot wires from the right center lug to each corresponding output jack from each switch. But of course, once again, you want them all in a 90-degree orientation from this, so you're not pissing in the wind. So next I stick my channel mute indicator LEDs in there, and I run jumpers from the positive on the power input, which the only reason for the power in this system is to power the LEDs. And then I go from that one to the next one to the next one, daisy chaining them together just like the grounds. And then you go from the center top lug on each foot switch with a resistor to the negative side of the LED. I unfortunately once again let the sleep deprivation kick my ass, and I used 1K resistors when I should have used 4.7K resistors. That's why in a little while they're all going to be blown up. But either way, this is all you have to do. It's done now. Just slap some aluminum tape on the back door and make a nifty little tab so it'll touch the other aluminum tape and all be grounded perfectly, and you should be completely done. Unless you're a dumbass like me and did it all wrong. Then you gotta open it all up and start clipping everything out of there again. Then turning your switches and unsoldering and resoldering everything on them. And I understand this is all pretty complicated and confusing to try to watch, so since this is already a week late and I'm a nice guy, there should be a point-to-point schematic right here. But either way, once I get it all resoldered and rewired and get everything glued back in there and all the stuff like it should have been the first fucking time, all the lights work perfect, and now I really can put it back together. And don't that look like some fancy store-bought item I paid all kinds of money for? You need to have either a good power supply, or you need to run it off of a battery to keep the noise out of it. And here's how we're gonna be running it for the demo. I got a 59 Fender Tweed clone daisy chain to a 15-watt stage right for the bass and short reverb. In the middle, I got a Marshall half stack with a MG10 head. This is giving all the blister and treble and aggression. Then over here on the right, we got a solid state Fender reverb hooked up to 4 Rolla 10s from 1953, and that's giving me the bulk of the sound, all that reverb. So without further ado, let's get it on. Turn them all off. Or let's just go only left stack. Only the Marshall. tubes. Should do it for a demo. Well, guys, that just about does it for this video. And how about that? 5 Alnico 10s and 5 Celestion 12s all going in the same room is quite something. Can't wait to get all this mic'd up proper. If you found this educational or entertaining in any way, please like and maybe subscribe. I am Clementine. You've been watching Heavy Metal ATC. Till next time.